Okay, so we are representing Lululemon in the Cincinnati DMA, and we need to find places that not only fit their standard criteria, but also places that the people have an affinity towards Lululemon. We see they have 2 locations in the Cincinnati DMA right now, and we want to find which block groups have segments that are really interested in Lululemon. Now, with most segmentation systems, this takes a while to figure out. So you can do this using a sales regression model to see which segments contribute to sales. You can use customer data. I love this approach if you have loyalty data, matching it to the segments, because there's a lot of jumping off points for marketing there. You can do a portfolio analysis, but all these take a long time. And one of the things that's great about the persona live segmentation is because we already have these people's retail behavior, we can figure this out really quickly. And we're going to do that with a new tool I'm showing you guys today called the brand sorter. So what the brand sorter does is it allows the user to rank the top segments for every brand based off the visitation patterns of 117 million devices. We have all 117 million devices codified to their segment. And we're just looking at, for that segment, what types of retail are they over-indexing on? Are they actually showing up in the polygon for that brand? So we want to do that with Lululemon. So I'm going to go to the brand and feature sorter. And we can do this for anything. If we wanted to sort segments by demographics, we could do that. We're going to do apparel, so we can find Lululemon here. On your left-hand side in that column, you'll see the segments. And across the rows here, these are all the different brands. So we just want to find Lululemon. So we're going to control find. And we got Lululemon here. So now we're just going to sort Z to A to see what is the top segment for visiting Lululemon. Okay, and we get that really quickly. So we see Sky High has an index of 436. They're 4.36 times as likely as national average to physically show up in a Lululemon location. And in fact, we have a number of brands here, looks like 11, that are at least double or at least twice as likely to show up in Lululemon locations. So I am going to take these 11 segments and we are going to just simply create a sum to find those people and areas to create the Lululemon index. Yeah, and all we're doing here is summing the population that falls into these segments. I'll show you guys how to do that on Esri. So here we're on Business Analyst. We have our 2 locations, and we want to see the block groups that over-index for following or physically visiting Lululemon. And I've already summed this, so I've got a unique variable. So I'm going to pull this up, and kind of immediately we can see Lululemon's already done a pretty good job. There's 2 locations that already have a lot of pink. The darker it is, the more households there are that have an affinity towards Lululemon. And we see these 2 locations are next to pretty high populations of people that would physically visit Lululemon if there was one there. But we see there's an opportunity here in the downtown area. There's a lot of households that fall into those segments, as well as the Clifton area, which is essentially you have University of Cincinnati and some higher income houses near that around the retail area. So 2 great opportunities for Lululemon. That analysis to find out which people have an affinity towards Lululemon, we just did that in less than 5 minutes. So it's a really powerful way that you can use the new segmentation.